Why are we here? This question, asked before the first book was ever written, has both haunted and pushed civilization to greatness. Why are we here? What is the reason of our existence? Is there a reason? This uncertainty of our purpose, or lack thereof, in life influenced the movement of existentialism. Simply put, existentialism is a philosophy concerned with finding oneself and the meaning of life through free will, choice, and personal responsibility. It is the belief that people are searching to find out who and what they are throughout life as they make choices based on their experiences, beliefs, and outlook. In layman's terms, an existentialist believes that a person should be forced to choose and be responsible without the help of laws, ethnic rules, or traditions. Existentialism is formed by these underlying concepts: human free will, human nature is chosen through life choices, a person is best when struggling against their individual nature fighting for life, decisions are not without stress and consequences, there are things that are not rational, personal responsibility and discipline is crucial, society is unnatural and its traditions, religious and secular rules are arbitrary, worldly desire is futile. Despite existentialism's broad definition, it does not support wealth, pleasure, or honor, making the good life, social values and structure control the individual, accepting what is and that is enough in life, that science can and will make everything better, that people are basically good but ruined by society or external forces, the I want my own way now or it is not my fault mentality. Existentialism was founded by European philosophers Nietzsche, an anti-Christian, Keshkirov, a religious philosopher, Agarthe Satir, an atheist, Camus, an atheist, and Dostoevsky in the late 19th and 20th centuries, who all agreed that human life is in no way complete and fully satisfying because of suffering and losses that occur when considering the lack of perfection, power, and control one has over their life. Even though they do agree that life is not optimally satisfying, it is nonetheless has meaning. Existentialism is the search and journey for true self and true personal meaning in life. Existentialism influenced the start of many other smaller movements, one of them being the Harlem Renaissance in America. At this time, the African American community was searching for their identity and trying to be heard in a dominating society. They succeed through their radical work, artwork, music of the Harlem Renaissance. One of the many music genres to result from the Harlem Renaissance was jazz. The inspiration for jazz is attributed to the turn of the century in the 20th century New Orleans, although this unique artistic medium occurred almost seamlessly in other North American areas like St. Louis, Kansas City, and Chicago. Traits carried from West African black folk music developed in the Americas, joined with the European popular and light classical music of the late 18th and early 19th centuries, became the rhythms of ragtime and minor chord voicing characteristics of the blues. Jazz is not the result of choosing a tune, but an ideal that is created first in the mind, inspired by one's passion, and willed next in playing music. Its unique expression draws from life experience and human emotion as the inspiration of the creative force, and though this discourse is chronicled the history of people. Musicians and those that follow the genre closely can indeed be thought of as an artistic community complete with its leaders, spokesmen, inventors, aficionados, members, bands, supporters, and fans. In regard to Invisible Man, the narrator believed that the jazz musicians mistook their identity as what the white man put on them. They were heavily influenced by the music of white society. The narrator even alludes to one of the most famous jazz musicians who is credited for being an inventor of jazz, Louis Satchmo Armstrong. The narrator says Armstrong has, quote, made poetry out of being invisible. He is unaware that he is invisible, unquote. In the narrator's opinion, these musicians assumed that they were being heard and understood, when in reality they were just being invisible. Existentialism introduced the idea of questioning one's identity, jazz searched for the definition of one's identity, and Invisible Man told the story of being without an identity. As Ellison said, you're hidden right out in the open. That is, you would be only if you realized it.
The best is yet to come the day you're mine. Come the day you're mine, and you're gonna be mine.